Hello, children. Welcome to your English grammar class. In today's English class, we are going to learn about articles. Well, children, articles is one of the very important topics of English grammar. So, let's study today the rules of using definite and indefinite articles. So, let's move on further. Children, let us discuss about the three articles a and the. Well, children, a and an are called indefinite articles. When we say indefinite articles, it means it does not indicate a particular person or thing. A or an means one. That is, it stands for a singular noun. As a general rule, a or an is placed before a countable noun in the singular number. Alright, I hope you all remember what are countable and uncountable noun. Countable nouns, the one which we can count and which has a plural, whereas uncountable nouns cannot be counted and they do not have any plural. For example, milk, water, sky, these are uncountable nouns. So, as a general rule, a or an is placed before a countable noun. Always remember, and in the singular number. Alright? So, children, a is used before singular common nouns that begins with a consonant sound. Before other words that begin with a consonant sound and before the words that begin with E or U, which takes the sound Y. Alright, for example, a dog, a crow, a book, a can, a bag. Now, in all these words, you can see a dog, D sound, consonant sound, a crow, K sound, a book, B sound, a can, K sound, a bag, B sound. Let me give you few other examples. A girl, G sound, a cat, again K sound, a house, H sound, a school, S sound. Now, all these are consonant sounds. So, before a word beginning with the consonant sound, we use A. Now, before a word beginning with a vowel but pronounced as a consonant, U. For example, a union. Now, when we say a union, the word starts with letter U, which is a vowel. But because this letter sounds as union, therefore Y sound, alright? Year sound, union, year. So we are going to use a before this word. A useful work, a university, a unit, a European. Now, in the word a European, the letter E is the first letter, but it is not a European, it is a European, year sound again. So, it is a consonant sound. So, we are going to use a European. A 1 rupee note. Now, O is again a vowel, the letter O, 1 rupee. But because we pronounce it as a one sound, okay, consonant sound. So, we will use a one-eyed giant, a one-way road. So, always remember that we use a with the words that begin with E or U and which takes the Y sound. Alright, children? So, I hope this use of A is now clear to you people. We'll take a few more examples while doing the exercise. So I think the concept will definitely be clear to you all. Children, an is used before singular common nouns that begin with a vowel sound. Before other words that begin with a vowel sound, and before the words that begin with a silent H. For example, an aeroplane, an engine, an island, an orange, an umbrella, an amazing person, an interesting book, an honest man, an hour late, an honor. Now, children, an ends with a consonant sound. So, an is used before a word beginning with a vowel sound, alright? I hope you all remember A, E, I, O, U are vowels, alright? So, an apple, an egg, an inkpot, an orange, an uncle, an Englishman, all these words are having a vowel sound in the beginning, and therefore we use an. Alright? An is also used before a word beginning with a silent H. For example, an honest man. In this, the word honest begin with letter H. We don't say it as honest. We say it as honest. Alright? So, honest here is resulting in a vowel sound at the beginning. So, the H is silent and O, honest, is a vowel sound, and therefore we use an. So, before a word beginning with a silent H resulting in a vowel sound at the beginning, for example, an hour, an honest man, an heir, an honorable man, alright, an hour late, an honor. So, we use an, alright, before a silent H. Even before abbreviations beginning with a consonant letter having a vowel sound. That is, before short forms, for example, an MA or an MLA, an MP, an SP. So, before these abbreviations, we always use an. So, children, please keep it in mind that an ends with a consonant sound. So, we use it before a word beginning with a vowel sound. We also use it before words beginning with a silent H and before abbreviations that begin with a consonant letter but having a vowel sound. Alright? Children, the is a definite article. Alright? And it is used to refer or speak of a particular person or thing. Now, let us find out what are the rules of using the. Children, always remember that the is used before names of rivers. For example, the Nile, the Brahmaputra, the Hooghly. The is also used before the names of seas, oceans, gulfs, and bays. For example, the Red Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Gulf, the Bay of Bengal. It is also used before the names of mountains and mountain ranges. For example, the Himalayas, the Indus, the Alps. And the is also used to specify some particular things. Alright. Now, in the next slide, we will talk about in detail what are all the other cases when we use the. So, children, the is also used before the names of famous buildings or monuments. For example, the Taj Mahal, the Red Fort, the Qutub Minar. before the names of holy books and newspapers, for example, the Ramayana, the Bible, the Quran, the Times of India, the Statesman, and many more examples. Before the name of people or nations, for example, the English, the French, the Chinese, before the names of things which are one of their kind. For example, the sun, the earth, the sky, they are unique, okay, and they are one of their own kind. The is also used to indicate a class or kind of anything. For example, the lion is the king of animals. Now, when we talk about the lion, that means we are talking about the whole group of lion, okay, or the whole race, all right. So, we are talking about a class or kind, okay, to refer to a noun in the previous sentence. Children, always remember that the is also used to a thing, to specify a thing or a person one already mentioned or is known to. For example, I saw a beggar, I gave food to the beggar. Which beggar? The beggar that I saw. Okay, so this is the book I was talking about. Which book? The book which I was talking about. So we are talking about a particular thing. Call the boy in the red shirt. Now, here, which boy to be called? The one who is wearing a red shirt, a particular boy. Okay. So, children, the is referred to a particular thing. I borrowed a book from library. The book is full of pictures. So here we are talking about which particular book? The book that I borrowed from the library. So the is always referred to a noun that is already mentioned in the previous sentence. All right. The is also used with superlative degrees, okay, before superlative degree. For example, he is the cleverest boy in the class, or the best book, the most interesting story, the most useful thing. So, the is used before superlatives. Children, the is also used before ordinals. For example, the 1st of March, the 3rd occasion, the 12th man. So, the is known as the definite article, and there are few rules which we have just now discussed about the. Okay, children, in few of the cases we omit these articles. All right, always remember that articles are never used with proper nouns. What are proper nouns? When we talk about names of person, streets, months, days, languages, etc. Okay, for example, we say Ashoka, Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi Road, January, Monday, or language like English. So we do not use the with these things, okay, with proper nouns. The is never, any article is not used with material nouns. What are material nouns? Like gold, silver, cotton, silk, wood. Okay, so we never use articles with material nouns, and articles are also omitted, or we never use articles with abstract nouns. I hope you all remember what are abstract nouns. Yes, the nouns which you cannot see, touch, but you can feel, okay, which are not concrete, okay, which are abstract ideas of, for example, health, honesty, beauty, friendship. These are what? These are abstract nouns. So always remember that articles are not used with proper nouns, they are not used with material nouns, and they are not used with abstract nouns. All right. So children, with this we come to this topic articles, and we'll also be taking up the grammar activities, the exercises given in your book, and definitely after doing those exercises, this topic of articles will be very clear to all of you, and I'm really thankful to each one of you for your kind attention. Thank you very much. Take good care of yourselves.